Come on, in my living room. And saluti. It's Saturday afternoon. We had a few inches of snow this morning. Not hammered like the coast. It was totally tolerable, totally dealable, so I love it. But I thought there might be a few guests here this morning, so last night I made this big pitcher of Bloody Mary, and things didn't work out, so I'm stuck with this huge pitcher of Bloodies. What a bummer. But listen, you notice I said come on in my living room, huh? If you saw last week's public service announcement, I told you that there was a big announcement coming. So here it is. Come on in my kitchen is no more. It's a thing of the past. I'm a little sad about it. I love that name. My favorite Robert Johnson song I've told you many times. I don't know, maybe I want to expand a little. I did say right from the beginning that the concept of the show was not necessarily strictly cooking, but it was based around the kitchen as a gathering place, you know, the hearth of the home and all of that, which still remains true, still remains the case in my home, I hope in yours. But, you know, I want to branch out a little too. The spring is coming. We'll take you outside. There's going to be planting to do. We'll take you in the gardens. As of the start of the show, I built the coop. We got the chickens. We'll be bringing in eggs. We'll be building things. There's stuff to do all around the property. So it's time to expand a little bit beyond the kitchen. And I'm pumped. And we're almost exactly a year in. The first intro to the show was within a few days of right now, last year, January 2021, at the end of the month. And now it's the end of January 22. So I think it's good timing to do a rebrand, a rename, and move on forward. We are going to keep the episode numbers rolling, though, in tandem. I thought about going back to 01 for this, but too confusing. So new name, new brand. Episodes are just going to continue. So we'll start now with 056. And it's time for the new show. So come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
All right, we're losing sunlight out there. Let's go out and spark up a fire. Got some newspaper, got some matches. Just a little filet. And season it with a little salt. A little bit of black pepper. Both sides. And let's bring this little guy out to Caveman Kitchen. Come on. Let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
And what we're going to do, got my fire going here. Nice, some lilac wood. A little bit of apple wood. And I'll be sparking this up, throwing more wood on it. But in the meantime, let's get our grate on. Let's put our chimney on top. We want to get it up away from the heat a little. In fact, that might even be a little hot. Yeah, a low heat. And we're going to take our filet. It's seasoned. We're going to put it up here. Beautiful. So there's smoke coming up. It's warm, but it's not hot. Okay? So we're going to leave this filet on top of this chimney here on the grate. And we're going to go in and make I'm going to go in and make the garlic mashed potatoes. Julia Child's garlic mashed potatoes. We're not going to do that recipe because you should watch Julia do it, all right? I started going back to her very first show in the 60s, black and white. I think it's on Pluto. And I went all the way back to S1, E1, and I think our first episode was these garlic mashed potatoes. So I'm going to go make them. And we'll be back out here to finish up this steak. Okay, our steak's looking good up top here. And I added a little more wood to the fire. Potatoes are inside boiling away. You can see, I think you guys are too far away. There's some nice smoke coming off that steak. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put it off the heat entirely, okay? Off to the side here. Still catch some ambient smoke, but no more heat, because I'm going to go in and do the potatoes, And then we'll come back out. I put a few more logs in the Weber. It's gonna get nice and hot. And we'll come out and sear it right over that fire in the flame. All right, back in to do the potatoes. Okay, let's finish this baby up. As you can see, we've had our filet up top, away from the heat, getting a little smoke on it, right? It's warmed through, but now we want to finish this guy. So let's take this grate off. Let's remove the chimney. Pull this grate. Got a nice hot fire here. And here's how we're going to finish it. Right on the coals. Going to sear the outside of that steak right in that flame. Right on the wood. Give it a minute or so on one side. Let's give her a flip. Oh yeah, got that cowboy char right on the outside of that baby. Lighting's a little tricky out here, but that's all right. We'll have a look in the kitchen. Got a little snow in the air. It's only 6:30. I mean, the days are getting a little longer here in Zone 5, but still sunset 5:15, darkness by 6. It smells incredible out here. Nothing like some good meat over a wood fire. Okay, that's filet mignon. We don't want to overdo it, folks. So let's pull. Let's put her in here. Got my cover. And we got about a good, at least 10-minute rest inside, which gives me enough time to finish up the potatoes. And I got some onions and mushrooms on a little pan in the stove. Let's head back in. Okay, let's plate this up and see what we got here. We got our Julia Child's, well, it's supposed to be Julia Child's garlic mashed potatoes. They're a little on the thin side, but they're absolutely delicious, so I'm not complaining. You know what? They're not mashed potatoes. Let's call it a potato puree base, right? Let's put a little parsley on that. I'm not worried. So they're not mashed potatoes. That garlic cooked in the butter. Oh my. Let's take did a little mushroom, caramelized onions here. Let's put some of those off to the side. And now let's take a look at this filet with this new method. Anything could have happened. We warmed it up, right? We kept it above the flame, way up top. Try to get that in frame if we can. And we'll give it a slice. Let's see what we got. Then we finished it off right inside that fire. So it's crispy on the outside, charred from the flames, sat right in the logs. And I would say, nice method. Look at that. Come on. Slow smoked. Hot seared at the end on the flame. So let's take this. Place some on our, let's just call it our potato puree now, right? And let's dig in and see what we've got. Beautiful Kansas City filet mignon, courtesy Bill. The potato puree, aka mashed potatoes from Julia. Oh my God. I don't care if they're potatoes. Let's call it a soup on a plate. I don't care. Mushroom and onions. Damn. This is unbelievable, yo. Phenomenal. There's nothing like cooking over fire. Particularly when the snow's coming down around you. It's a joy. This is my new go-to method for cooking steaks, nice thick steaks. Cabernet Sauvignon. Beautiful.
Come on, let's do it.